This Star Marine tutorial is meant to help you get from a beginner to an intermediate level in the shortest possible time. The most important thing is to not worry too much about winning and experiment with all the options available to you. You'll want to analyze every encounter objectively and see what you did, both good and bad, in order to improve quickly. Equipment-wise, you have light and medium armor. Light armor provides fast movement speed and aiming, but only allows for one grenade and one primary weapon. Medium armor has slower movement speed, but has spots for 2 grenades and 2 primary weapons. There are 4 primary weapons to choose from. The P4 ballistic rifle is best at close to medium range, has some harsh recoil and reload time, but has the highest damage output. The Gallant energy rifle is best at medium to long range, has very little recoil and no reload time, but has medium damage output. It's also quite useful in burst mode. The Devastator shotgun can one-shot at close range, but has a finicky hitbox and not effective at medium to long range. The Arrowhead sniper can one-shot on a full charge. It's efficient in long range and in narrow corridors, but has a long charge time. The most useful skill to develop first is map awareness. There's multiple paths to every point, and you'll always have the advantage when your opponent doesn't know you're coming. Don't feel the need to dive into a situation you don't think you'll have the advantage in. To get good at this, you'll want to try a different path every time you respawn, regardless of what is happening in the match. Take note of med stations, ammo crates, choke points, ways to bypass them, potential shot angles, and how they all connect. Try not to get too caught up in the need to capture points and win a particular match. This will often drive you to take the most direct and often most predictable path available. This can be easily exploited by the enemy team and delay the learning process. As you get better, you'll also be less inclined to try out new things out of fear for not doing as well as you're used to. Being bad is part of getting good. Try not to get too bent out of shape over it and focus on the details that will help you get incrementally better. Once you get a better sense of the maps, you'll start to see opportunities by using your radar to know where the enemy is and where they're going. However, radar can sometimes be non-responsive because of lag, so it's best not to become too dependent. Make use of your med pens and grenades. There isn't too much need to conserve, since you start out fresh each time you respawn. Grenades can be cooked up to 5 seconds so your opponent has less of a chance to react. But careful not to blow yourself up. Try not to clump up on the point or anywhere else. Rather create a perimeter so that you can extend your group's radar. EVA and zero gravity can allow you to travel quickly between areas, but leaves you very vulnerable. Be aware of your orientation when you land, otherwise you'll faceplant and be stuck in an animation that'll make you an easy target. Getting kills always takes priority over capping points, even though points determine who wins a match. There's not much purpose in getting killed immediately after capping and having it flip soon after. On the other hand, the only real consequence for death is the time to respawn, so make use of your time. Keep yourself moving, or at least put pressure on objectives, since sitting around cautiously is functionally equivalent to death. Practicing with these things in mind should accelerate your skill progression in Star Marine. Let me know if you found the information in this video helpful, and suggest any other Star Citizen videos that you would like to see from me.